I was at church yesterday and I got word from God of a video that I was supposed to make based on things that I have gone through over the course of this year and over the course of my life. So as you saw in the title, God is saying that you are causing the delays. Now, again, I'm not a prophet. I'm not anything like that. I don't want to claim any of that, but it felt very strongly that I was supposed to make this video yesterday while I was at church. So I was at church yesterday. I had to take the subway to get there. That will be relevant in a second. And I'm sitting there during Mass and, I had forgotten that they were going to be doing this celebration. And even though they had mentioned it the last week, a lot happens in a week. The master said it's going to be very busy here, so everybody that's staying in the church, can you please move up into the front pews? Because there's going to be coming people afterwards and everything like that. So as I start walking up, I'm like, I was half like foot half in, kind of lukewarm about staying. I don't know. I got this real weird this is something that you should come with, with other people. I'm just by myself. I just felt weird just kind of being there alone. So I left and I walked down to the subway and I'm standing there on the platform waiting to catch the train back over to Brooklyn. The whole time, all I can think about is you gotta go to this thing. You gotta go to this thing. You gotta go to this thing. Like, no. I don't need to go to it. The train's delayed. I'm like, all right, go back to the church. As I'm sitting there, there was this thing that we could go up to at the end of this ceremony. I'm sitting there realizing that had I just listened to the voice, I would have seen this whole thing, because I came in at the way tail end of this little ceremony that they were doing. I missed a lot of it. I could have been there for this whole thing instead of being taught this lesson. And it's just like, if you listen to this voice in your head, I would have been there. I would have seen this whole thing. You get to go up to the altar and see this, artifact that had come in. I could have seen it. I was there till 9:30 or 10 o'clock, and I could have been there only till 8 o'clock, and it was kind of nice to be there that long. I'm not complaining about that, but it was just as overwhelming. Had you listened, you would have had all of this already, this would have already happened. So it's like, if you've been standing for somebody, or if you've been told that this is going to happen, but you keep causing these delays, and then you're like, why isn't this happening? But you keep causing these delays, no matter what the situation is, you are causing the delays. You might have supposed to have been heard something from somebody. Example of this, on Thanksgiving Day, I went to the cemetery to walk around. It's a big cemetery, and I like to walk around it. Well, I went to the cemetery. I had my earbuds in, which I don't do anymore because I have missed a lot of conversations. I was being directed to where to go, and I was walking around. And as I walk up this hill, these people look at me like they had just seen a ghost. I know these people for whatever reason. I don't know who they are. I know that they recognized me, and I didn't stop to talk to them, even though the voice was telling me to stop and talk to these people. And now I don't know who they were. I wish I knew who they were. And now I've been thinking ever since Thanksgiving, which was 3 weeks ago now, what was this situation? Who were these people? What were they supposed to be telling me? Could this have been part of what I'm here for? Who were these people? Now, can you truly give up a promise? Probably not. I don't think so. There is some cases in the Bible where it's happened, but I don't think I've done anything that egregious. If you hear this noise, it's the radiator. And can you cause this delay in your promise? And unfortunately, it really seems that the answer is yes. Now, there has been other times where I think no matter what I did, it was going to happen when it happened. That might not be the case, actually, because there has been a lot of supernatural things that have happened this year where I've called people on the phone and they're like, well, we've never seen this happen before. So I already know that I've caused a delay, or something crazy's happened, or I wasn't supposed to have it yet, or whatever is the situation. Or maybe I literally just went through this last one so I would make this video, and whoever's watching this, maybe you will get the idea that you should have done X, Y, and Z. Maybe it's an answer to somebody, I don't know. But even since I've been here in New York, I've had a few situations where I could tell that I was supposed to do something and I didn't do it. It has caused somewhat of a lot of grief in my life. And I've gotten better and better and better at it over this year. But I would say over the course of my life, I have not been very good at it. So if you are watching this and you are in your 20s, congratulations. If this voice is telling you, directing you, listen to it. Don't get to 44 and say, ooh, this is what I was supposed to do. Ooh, you know, like eventually it's going to happen. Wouldn't you want to do things like 20 years earlier than you did them? You know what I mean? Like I'm like art and photography and all that kind of, like I was doing back in my 20s. I'm doing it again. As soon as the person that was in my life for 16 years was out of my life, I noticed everything that I was doing prior to meeting them working again. That's my video. If you are seeing a delay, or if you're causing a delay, I was told 3 times to go back and talk to these people at that cemetery. I was told over and over and over again to go back to the church. I even caused, I didn't, but like there was even a delay, not that there's not normally, but in the subway, it just happened to be the subway that I needed to take was delayed. I'm like, all right. And I had ever since I had to have my ankle replaced, stairs I wouldn't call my friend. And I caused myself to have to go up more stairs than I should have. Ironically though, my ankle was really happy going up these stairs for the first time. I said, all right, like help my ankle out. Like if I could go back to this church, kind of make me almost levitate up these stairs, or down is actually worse. Yeah, I mean, so it may have benefited me, and it may not have caused any delay in anything other than showing me that this happened, and I was told make a video about this. Here's the video. Hopefully it did you some good. Comments, questions down below. The more, help me out. Like if you're new to this channel is very new, please, like, comments really do help the channel out. Likes really help the channel out. So does subscribing. So if you could do that, that would be great. I just speak as he tells me to speak. I've noticed that when I make videos, and I've got a couple other channels, when I make videos that I'm not told to make, they don't do well at all. I speak when he tells me to speak. But if you are causing your delays, get out of your own way. Because it said in the Bible, like he goes before you, he walks out before you, like he's already prepared the road for you. You just have to go down that road. And you have to, and this is to me, you have to remember that he went before you and cleared. It's kind of like if you're in the rainforest and somebody's out there with a machete clearing a path. Well, he already did that. And you have to realize that and just walk down the path that was cut for you. All right, that is the video. I'm irritated because there's things that I know was supposed to already happen this year that haven't.